Hello everybody, my name is Ereo, and welcome back to another video on the Fractured SMP. This is episode number 11, which is actually kind of crazy for... I've been actually doing a lot more videos as of late. I mean, to be honest, yeah, I mean, I have things that I want to do, and to be honest, I just need to get stuff done. So, I mean, I have a couple things planned, or yeah, I have things planned for this episode. Well, a couple of which is kind of probably trying to get this pond, or well, I say pond, but it's a lake. Scale-wise, it's a lake, so yeah, I mean, but yeah, I mean, I want to expand this and make it a dip, and finally make it at least filled up with water at the very least, because man, oh geez, I'm gonna have to do a lot for this. But other than that, I mean, yeah, I mean, if you look at in free cam, it actually really probably shouldn't take that much time to actually fill up, as that I'm just going to be doing the surface. I am not going to fill in the terrain underneath, as that there is a lot more that I can do, so yeah. So I mean, to be honest, I mean, let me get out of free camp. But with I'm sure I don't have enough of the resources, but I'm going to try and use as much of the dirt and gravel as much as I can, and see what I can do from here, because I mean, yeah, to be honest, I think that might be the best route for myself to go. So yeah, I mean, without further ado, I mean, let's just do this time lapse of just, yeah, making this lake. So we now have at least, if you look from above, probably getting close to a good almost third to a quarter, to be honest with this. There are a couple holes here and there that I missed with some dirt underneath, and while I was placing, and you could see that a lot of air is under here. Actually, right here is a pretty good spot. But other than that, I mean, yeah, so I have some repairs to do on the bottom. But other than that, once I get those repairs done, I can probably expand back out and circle back around. But since I ran out of dirt and gravel and left a little bit of sand left, but you might know that this is basically the limit at the moment, where the support blocks for the sand and gravel is the dirt. So I need to have a lot more dirt. So I think what I need to do is interesting, move this beacon from here to probably kind of where this thing is, maybe a bit further, wherever the edge of the current beacon range is, probably right at this, yeah, right around here. So I can have it all lined up, and I can put the beacon in and so I don't have to mess with it. So yeah, I mean, hopefully I could get a lot more dirt from this compared to over here, hopefully. And if not, then also think that for the floor here, it's eventually going to be you know, the typical seagrass and kelp, you know, that goes up here and all that, and hopefully it should allow more spawning, or not spawning, but just allow it to look nicer than it just be a plain floor of ocean, or not even ocean, it's supposed to be a lake. So yeah, I mean, let me just actually just start this time lapse because there's nothing else to do. Would you look at this? This is actually kind of crazy. This entire thing, or part of this lake part, has been basically filled in with dirt. So actually, the crazy thing is that it fits just perfectly underneath all this. There's no light at all under here, so which means that I built this in, I think, just perfect, to be honest. So all I need to do here is just fill this thing up with water, and yeah, so I mean, I don't even know where to start, but I think the best thing to do is just fill in these divots like this, probably up to the highest level it can. And from here, I can just like do each one of these and then go on from each, and then find the lowest one and then, you know, fill up from here. It's actually pretty deep here compared to the top level, so that's good. So hopefully from here on out, it should just be smooth sailing, no need for resources, which actually the resources I finished out just perfectly. Like I couldn't have needed much, like yeah, I was able to use it just perfectly. So yeah, I mean, yeah, this is actually going to be kind of crazy. So without further ado, let's do this final time lapse of this lake. This is it. Now we have this entire lake done, and it's raining. Dang it. Well, whatever. But we have this entire lake done, and to be honest, comparing it to everything else I've done, this is the biggest general and scale-wise build that I've done. Like, if you go all the way up here, yeah, it's a huge lake. Also with the help of Otter as well. Forgot to mention, because Otter did help with the last little portion of it, but still, Otter does deserve some credit with some of the help, you know. So yeah, I mean, there's still over here that needs to get handled with the terraforming and all that, but I'm going to be waiting to see what Tier has to offer. But of course, Tier's going to be gone for a little while, so the expansion on this side is probably going to be very, very limited at that. Maybe there could be a river, maybe something else. I do not know. And at that, I mean, I wonder if I could do something under here. I mean, there's a lot of opportunities with this thing at that. I mean, now, I could populate it off camera with some seagrass and kelp, just for fun, you know, just to make it look all nice and neat, you know. And yeah, but overall, like the terraforming itself has done really, really well. Nice and visible now. Now it's just a little bit of things need to be figured out here and there, but I mean, yeah. So, I mean, since this was my main project for the video, now I think I'd like to get one other thing handled. I initially planned on doing one or the other this video, either just the lake or just this other thing I mentioned last video, which was the Nether hub. Now, I think I need to just get the Nether hub handled and get a basic format all going, because if you look in here, down here, it's a huge mess. And like there's this down here, like it's just so many different levels, and at that, I mean, I feel like we could do a lot better in general. Like have it all on the same level, especially for Urea. So to be honest, I think Urea should be like at a Y level 100 in the Nether. So like if I free cam up to here and it be at Y level 100, it gives enough room for a nice open ceiling, but also we can access the roof a bit easier with some bedrock breaking techniques and make a nice huge room amount of space where we could still access in between each space, you know. So I mean, there's just a few things I need to do, like I need to raise this portal, and then also I'd probably like to make the tunnel out to here and to spawn and make a nice little spawn platform as well. So this is kind of going to be a little bit of a mess to work on, but I mean, I think the best route for me to go is just kind of make the Urea set the portals first, at least a nice area for that, and then we'll go on from there. So plans have changed. As you can see, we're kind of still at the original Y level. I did mine a little bit up there, but what it seems like is that everyone's wanting to stay on their own Y level. So this is kinda a thing that I need to figure out. And it's I mean, since we're all staying on our own Y level, I think we're going to be agreeing upon like a 6x6 size for the Nether hub, where it's at least easier for us to fly through instead of it being, you know, a mess and a half to work with, you know. So this is kind of my start of it. Now for this hub here, it's going to be a little bit difficult to work with tiers, little thing right here. Now I'm thinking maybe what might be a good thing that I might want to do is just shift everything over by 2 or 3 blocks, because right here's the edge of the of what the supposed clearing should be. So this is where, like, I think it needs to be moved over 3 blocks. Even these things right here, which that's going to be difficult, and it's redstone. So yeah, this is just ideas, so I'm not going to mess with this until I can get permission from tier, which I gotta ask soon. But I mean, yeah, so that's, I mean, there's room right here, so I wonder if it was just moved over 3 blocks, I wonder if we would be able to get it to work nicely, you know. Actually, it might need to be moved over like 5 almost. Oh geez, do I even have the room for 5 blocks? Yeah, I have plenty of room for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which actually ties it closer, but I wonder if that's going to make it slightly more difficult for him to get an idea of what he wants to build. Whatever. I'll ask him at some point. I'm not going to move it just yet until I get permission from him. So which means this part of the Nether right here is not going to look right. So I've been trying to think. So I figured out that there's a bedrock mining technique where you could do it pretty quick. So I wonder if I were to do like a thing like right around here, because I think the portal to my new place is going to be maybe around here. I don't know exactly. So what I mean, it's a quick way to mine bedrock, I do have to say. So, maybe if I could figure that out correctly, maybe. But, since I figured out that technique, I could probably go more closer to like here, maybe a bit further. Like, yeah, probably right here. So if I want to do it right here, I'm going to need to build a beacon. Now, I can't mine bedrock, but just let me build this beacon and kind of demonstrate. So now I have this beacon set up. I have piston, slime, and redstone, and also it has to be haste 2. And with this mod, what I can do is I can right click, and what I can do is do that, and bingo, we now have a mined bedrock right here. So this is pretty simple. It basically sets everything up like how it should. Like, it's basically probably one of the best things that, like, very innovative. Like, you can just do it. Now, I mean, you can mine bedrock with TNT and all that, but I mean, this is like basically makes it a very quick way in mining bedrock. So, yeah, so I think what I'm going to be doing is making like a 6x6 hole all the way down. And yeah, so let me just do a nice little bedrock mining slash tunnel mining time lapse. There we go. Now we have a big hole in the middle of this tunnel, and now I can get out onto the roof just like that. So actually this is going to be pretty nice, just having these random holes in the ceiling where now it's just easy as just flying down and up directly from this portal instead of having to go down, then up, and having to mess with some of that stuff. So yeah, that's actually real nice. And I could eventually expand it to just be a lot bigger of a hole if needed, or I could cover it up. It just depends, you know, like maybe I want to like this just be something interesting right here. So yeah, I mean, I really like this portion right here. And I think what I need to figure out from here is down here near spawn. Now there's this interesting thing at spawn, where look at how much mess it is. This is kind of the reason why I wanted to do a Nether hub revamp. But in reality, it has changed a lot. So I'm thinking, well, I want to kind of keep this current Y level right here. So, like, just because it's already preset all the way to this level, and people can always expand upon it, and just make this, like, have, like, a quad spawn portal, mine this area out, and have like basically a huge flat area, probably with deep slate tiles, and still kind of have this, but probably needs to be trimmed down because I mean, I kind of still like these buildings, but eventually these would have to be moved. My God, that's oh jeez. Oh my God. Oh my God, and I was the one who helped put this there. Oh my God. Oh jeez. Do I get it all back? I mean, this one right here doesn't really matter because the guy in here died. So, to be honest, it doesn't matter. Back. Got me. There we go. But yeah, so I think my best route to go is just make this at least a bigger, nicer area. There we go. So I actually made this entire area like at what is it, 3 to 6 in the morning. Yeah, so so this was kind of done lazily, but this is meant to be more just of a temporary sort of thing to do. Because, I mean, this entire area need to be at least bigger and a lot more generally accessible looking, you know? So actually, this is real nice in terms of just general appearance. Kind of like, the way that I thought of... Wait, remember who's coming through here? Hello there. Wait. Wait, I see speaker icon.
But okay,
there you are.
Okay, I just had to set it to a different microphone and then set it back to my normal microphone.
Sometimes
Sure.
that does happen sometimes.
Okay.
I was just telling my audience about how I built this entire, like, this kind of general hub thing right here at like 3 in the morning.
I did see on Discord, yeah. For some reason I thought that was in a creative world, but no, it's the real thing.
Yeah. I mean, this is more
Nice.
temporary anyways.
That's a lot of crafting tables.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a crafting table fanatic, so I mean, it kind of makes sense because
this is
0 is like right here. So I mean,
this is true. This is indeed block 00.
So yeah, I mean, I just decided to build this up and all that, and this is more temporary because maybe our RGB has some other ideas and all that.
Well,
So,
BMA is no longer AFK. I think I might have buried him.
Oh.
He was AFK. I may or may not have moved him, like, to the very bottom of the world.
Oh no.
And then covered up the blocks that I used to get him down there, and then recreated his AFK spot so we'd have to dig out to notice.
Oh my God, that is actually kind of... Oh, that's funny. All right.
Let's see what he says.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
curious. I hope he record. I hope he was recording.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I have here. So yeah. Also, if you go by our portal later on, right above our portal, close to our portal, there should be a nether roof access, a square nether roof access.
Oh, neat. That'll make it a little easier when I get to the people who have their things above.
Yeah, that's why I did it. But
This
I do
nether
think
hub is
that at some point, I believe that this path is going to be removed and going to be replaced with one extended out that direction to kind of go like well centered, you know, nice and centered with the 0 coordinates and everything. Potentially, we'll see. So yeah.
Yeah, man. If I had known BMA was gonna come back that quickly, I would have just stayed over there and gotten his reaction. Oh well, hopefully he recorded it.
Alrighty.
Also I may or may not have. Also I wonder how far it is from the center of the world. If I do this,
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is
Have
a
fun.
multi-stage aerobic
Oh,
capacity
jeez.
test that progressively gets more difficult as it
Oh
continues.
my god.
The 20-meter
And yeah, so we had just an unexpected visit from Rembu, and he pranked me with the fitness gram baser test, and I had to wait the entire time for it. So yeah, that's kind of it's funny, but it kind of lasted way too long. So yeah, but yeah, so I mean, I kind of explained it with Rembu, so I don't need to explain it again. So yeah, so actually, I did build these paths out that direction and this direction as in anticipation of what to come here and there. So yeah, I'm just, yeah. And then now BMA's here. So this would do it for today's episode. I hope you guys liked this video. If you guys didn't, hit the dislike button. But if you guys did like it enough, subscribe. And to be honest, I'll see you guys in the next video on the Fractured SMP or anything else I so choose to do. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.